Aurelius Prudentius Clemens was a Roman Christian poet, born in the Roman province of Tarraconensis in 348. He probably died in the Iberian Peninsula sometime after 405, possibly around 413. The place of his birth is uncertain, but it may have been Caesaraugusta, Tarraco, or Calagurris. Like Prudentius practiced law with some success, and was twice provincial governor, perhaps in his native country, before the Emperor Theodosius I summoned him to court. Towards the end of his life, Prudentius retired from public life to become an ascetic, fasting until evening and abstaining entirely from animal food, and writing poems, hymns, and controversial works in defense of Catholicism. Prudentius later collected the Christian poems written during this period and added a preface, which he himself dated 405. Poetry. The poetry of Prudentius is influenced by early Christian authors, such as Tertullian and St. Ambrose, as well as the Bible and the Acts of the Martyrs. His hymn Da Puit Plectrum and the hymn for Epiphany O Sola Magnum Urbium, both from the Catharinon, are still in use today. The allegorical Psychomachia, however, is his most influential work, incorporating as it did elements of both Hellenic epic and inner psychological conflict. It became the inspiration and wellspring of medieval allegorical literature, its influence exceeding its intrinsic artistic merit. In the battle between virtue and vice, full weight is given to the power of luxuria, flower-shod and swaying from the wine cup, every step of fragrance, with her attendants beauty and pleasure, and her weapons of rose petals and violets. She succeeds in swaying the army of virtue, in surrender to love, before succumbing to ultimate defeat. Influence. With this merger of Christianity with classical culture, Prudentius was one of the most popular medieval authors, being aligned as late as the 13th century alongside such figures as Horace and Statius in Henry Dandeli's Battle of the Seven Arts between grammar and logic. Works. The works of Prudentius include Liber Catharinon, comprises 12 lyric poems on various times of the day and on church festivals. Liber Peristephanon contains 14 lyric poems on Spanish and Roman martyrs. Apotheosis attacks disclaimers of the Trinity and the divinity of Jesus. Haematogenia attacks the Gnostic dualism of Marcion and his followers. Psychomachia describes the struggle of faith, supported by the cardinal virtues, against idolatry and the corresponding vices. Libri contra Symmachum opposed the pagan senator Symmachus's requests that the altar of victory be restored to the Senate House. Ditokion contains 49 quatrains intended as captions for the murals of a basilica in Rome. Editions Bergman, J. Aurelii Prudentius Clementis Carmina, Vienna, Holder Pictla Tempsky, 1926. Cunningham, M.P. Aurelii Prudentius Clementis Carmina, Turnout, Brepols, 1966. Thomson, H.J. Prudentius. 2 vols. Cambridge, Massachusetts. Harvard University Press, 1949-53. Tranquil, H. Prudentius. Contra Symmachum, Gegen Symmachus. Turnout, Brepols, 2008. 284p.